Hello and welcome to La Jolla High School. My name is Dr. Chuck Podorsky and I'm the extremely proud principal at La Jolla High. It's my great pleasure to officially welcome everyone to the home of the Vikings. While we are not together tonight for this in-person open house, we are proud to continue the traditions of almost 100 years of graduates at La Jolla High. We continue to be the top school in San Diego Unified because our amazing faculty, our incredibly hardworking students, and the families just like you. It is this partnership that continues to create generations of incredibly proud and successful Vikings. Our La Jolla High students go on to change the world in so many ways. Each and every day at La Jolla High, we work extremely hard to build academic success not for some students, but for each and every student who's a member of our Viking family. We have three main goals for you this evening for our virtual open house. First, to get a chance to get to know the teachers who are working so hard to help support your students to graduate and to go off to amazing colleges. Second, to learn a little bit more about the supports and resources we have for our students and families at La Jolla High. And third, to help remind us that even though we're unable to get together for this in-person open house, we continue to keep you as our focus. While we continue online instruction until it's safe to do so, we're focused on your students each and every day. Honestly, just like you, I have amazingly high expectations for all students at La Jolla High. At the beginning of each school year, I ask one thing of our La Jolla High teachers. If this were my child in the class, would I be satisfied with the level of instruction? Last year, our seniors headed off to over 200 different universities. Some of these included Harvard, UC Berkeley, Stanford, Boston College, Brown, Cornell, George Washington University, University of Chicago, Harvey Mudd, Georgetown, Johns Hopkins, Boston University, North Carolina, Michigan State, NYU, Syracuse, UCLA, UC Davis, Cal Poly SLO, University of Michigan, Grinnell, American University, USC, USD, UC Riverside, Tulane, University of Arizona, University of Washington, UC Santa Cruz, Sonoma State, Sac State, University of Oregon, West Point, Southern Methodist University, Occidental, University of Michigan, Lewis and Clark, UC Santa Barbara, San Diego State, and UCSD, just to name a few. We all want the very best for your children, and I expect every child and every staff member to have the same high expectations and proud traditions at La Jolla High. In order to continue that success, we each have our roles to fulfill. Students, I'm going to ask that you continue to work hard each and every day. Next, communicate regularly with your teachers. Be active and present in your Zoom meetings and your online learning experience. Parents, I have a couple of expectations and hopes for you. Be actively a part of the educational process. I also have a few parenting tips and reminders for distance learning. First, check PowerSchool grades and attendance every few days. It's very important during this online learning to stay on top of things because the quarter system moves very quickly. Next, have a dedicated learning space in your home if possible. Have students come out of their rooms, have breakfast just like a normal school day, and find a learning space in the house that can be physically and mentally stimulating for them. This helps the brain get organized and get ready for some deeper level learning. As I visit classrooms each day, virtually at La Jolla High School, I continue to realize how important active engagement is. I see my own students and I see your students learning each and every day in this virtual learning space. The learning in the fall is way more rigorous than we observed across the country in the spring. One of the main reasons is that we're holding each other accountable for our rigorous learning. And parents, we need your help. By having your young adults up, ready, and mentally prepared for learning, you're helping to say that school is important. And from 9th grade on, what we do has an impact on our future. If at all possible, have your students turn on their cameras and be actively present in the day's learning. This creates a much more powerful learning environment. For those of you who are doing Zoom meetings each and every day, imagine if no one attending had their camera turned on. What I see each day is how difficult it is to teach 25 to 30 of the little spaces on the Zoom screen if nobody has their cameras on. Teachers and students learn from each other. It is critical for this deeper level learning that we actively engage with each other. We need to see learning occurring and your students engaging. Again, I know it's not always possible, but if it is, be present and active. Lastly, the role of the teacher is so important. We stand in partnership with our communities. We're ready to support your children both academically and socially, emotionally. Please keep in communication with your child's teacher, your counselor, and let us know if there are any issues. A bit about our virtual open house this evening. This presentation is designed to introduce you to our support staff and some of our guiding principles. After this presentation, you will find on our school website a link for all the teachers. You'll be able to visit each teacher who's prepared a video or PowerPoint presentation so you can get to know them a little bit better. Please click on those links and you'll see all of the teachers for your students' quarter 1. We'll be doing a second open house for the quarter 2 teachers. It is now my great pleasure to officially introduce some of our support staff who work alongside your students to make sure they're successful. I would first like to introduce our outstanding vice principal team, Mr. Tony Meeks and Miss Cindy Euchert.
Good evening and welcome. I am Tony Meeks, vice principal in charge of grades 9 and 11. I have been employed with the San Diego Unified School District for 35 years, and I'm happy to be in my 6th year here at La Jolla High School. Some of my major duties and responsibilities include school safety, athletics, testing, discipline committee, and a number of other various duties and responsibilities. Despite the pandemic, we will do all we can to make sure your sons and daughters get the best education possible. I can be best reached via email at tmeeks@sandy.net. Be safe and be well.
Hi Vikings, this is Vice Principal Cindy Euchert. Thank you so much for joining us for our first ever virtual open house. It's definitely a different experience this year in comparison to other years. This is my 6th year here at La Jolla High School. This year I am supporting students in the 10th and in the 12th grade. So a little bit of a change from last year, but still following the same students. I'm a mother myself. I have 2 children, a 7th grader and a 4th grader. So definitely all of the distance learning and everything going on, it's been a lot. So please don't hesitate to give me a call or to send me an email. If you have any questions at all, and this is for parents and students and families, definitely still here to help and very willing to do so. So thank you so much and enjoy your evening.
A counseling team is so critical, not only for the college readiness component of your students' lives, but also a critical link in the social emotional well-being for our students. I encourage you to have your students reach out to their counselor during their office hours. At La Jolla High, we're fortunate to have an outstanding counseling team. At this time, I'm so proud to introduce our counseling team, starting with our head counselor, Kristen Salahi.
Hi, my name is Kristen Salahi, and I'm a counselor at La Jolla High School. I have the last part of the alphabet, S-E through Z. I have worked at La Jolla High for the past 12 years, and I really love being a part of this community. And my favorite part of this job is helping students identify their strengths, helping them work through problems, choosing a path for themselves, and just hearing about whatever they're doing in their day-to-day lives and exciting things that they are involved in. I look forward to reconnecting with our current and returning students, as well as meeting all of our new students to campus this year. So a warm welcome to everyone that's new to La Jolla High, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mr. McVeigh. I'm the counselor supporting students A through FO. I'm excited to start this school year off with you all. This will be my first year with La Jolla High School. I have been supporting students for the last 14 years, and I'm excited to start this school year off here at La Jolla High School. I can't wait to meet you all. A little bit about myself. I'm a huge sports fan. My favorite teams are the Sacramento Kings, San Francisco Giants, and the Kansas City Chiefs. I also enjoy going camping and working on little projects around my house. I can't wait to see you all and hope to get to meet you.
Hi, my name is Yolanda Street, counselor serving students LIN through SC. This year has definitely been challenging and we are only in October, but we are here for you. I am eager to help all of our students, whether freshmen transitioning from middle school and having those butterflies in their stomach to our seniors that are currently applying to college. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me via my Google phone or email, and I am very excited to work with you guys this year.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Razda. I'm one of the school counselors here at La Jolla High School. I work with students whose last names range from FR through LIG. And even though I'm new to La Jolla High School, this is my 4th year working in San Diego Unified. And it's really been a pleasure serving such a distinguished school so far. And my favorite part of working as a school counselor is having the opportunity to help students navigate the academic and the social challenges that are really inherent to being a young adult. So it is rewarding to get to support students and help them identify their strengths, their key interests, and provide some thoughtful consideration to their post-high school plans. And with that, I'm looking forward to meeting you, both new and returning students, and I hope you enjoy your open house. Thank you.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce our athletic director, Mrs. Paula Conway.
Paula Conway, proud athletic director of La Jolla High School. Welcome, and welcome back to La Jolla High. Normally, we would meet face-to-face in person in Parker Auditorium on back-to-school night, but as you all know, it's an unusual start to the school year. Currently, we're holding steady with our December 12th start date for fall sports. CIF has decided to take our 3 seasons of sport and combine them into 2 sports seasons starting December 12th. You may notice that some of the sports that were played in the spring have been moved up, while others have been pushed back. We are well aware that this might provide some challenges to our multi-sport athletes and are willing to work with you on a case-by-case basis. Additionally, CIF has also taken away Rule 600, which means high school athletes can now play club sports on the same time they are playing their high school sport. This change is only for the 2021 school year. To be an athlete at La Jolla High, you must be registered on athleticclearance.com. Please make sure you sign up and get registered for every sport you intend to participate in. You also need to make sure that you have a physical done by a doctor and upload that as well. Please email me at pconway@sandy.net if you have any questions. Also, please visit our sports website, ljvikings.com. Everything is always updated with the most current information, and once we solidify our fall sports schedules, we will get those posted for you, along with the new tryout times. When it is safe and we are clear to come back to campus, we will be ready. The waters are rough right now, but I know it will not destroy our Viking ship or our Viking spirit. Let's sail the ship and have a great year, and of course, go Vikings.
Our parent support is absolutely critical for the success at La Jolla High School, and I can't thank you enough for being actively a part of your children's lives. It absolutely makes the difference. At La Jolla High School, our foundation plays a critical role in helping deliver the level of education that is unmatched at any high school in San Diego Unified. From the entire staff and student body, I thank you for your support of our La Jolla High School Foundation. That support is critical in making the difference at La Jolla High School. In closing, we are incredibly proud at La Jolla High School of our Viking spirit, and I wish you an amazing evening and a fantastic school year. Please keep an eye out for our school e-blasts, as they have a lot of critical information about college admissions and supports. It's also a great way to stay connected with our academic initiatives at La Jolla High School. Thank you, and have a great evening.